Well, welcome back to Houston Life. It's time now for H-Town Sit Down.
Let's meet today's guest.
Third Ward's J.Elle is a New York Times bestselling author and an NAACP Image Award nominee. She became a literary sensation after the release of her young adult novel, Wings of Ebony, set right here in Houston. She's now back with a new book, A Taste of Magic. It's about a girl who uses her baking skills to save her school. Sounds like a magic plan to me. J.Elle joins us now in our kitchen. She's making the cake featured in the book. J.Elle, welcome. It's so great to see you.
Thank you so much for being here.
The last time we met was over Zoom, so it's lovely to have you here in person. Let's first talk about the book, because the premise of this sounds so sweet. I love it.
It is literally sweet. Kiana is 12 years old. She's entering 6th grade, and she finds out that she's a witch, and she gets to enroll in school every Saturday, but it's magic school, so no complaints there. And her magic school is actually in the back of her hair salon, if you can imagine that. It's been there the whole time, and she just never noticed. So Kiana is not a straight A student, but the one thing she's really good at is baking. And so that baking plays a big role in the book. It plays a big role in the magic, and it plays a big role in her finding confidence to save her school.
So what was the motivation behind this book?
Honestly, I missed my grandma's cooking, and so I put a lot of her in the pages of this story. It's dedicated to her, and actually this recipe, along with 2 others, her top secret recipes, are in the back of the book. Kiana lives with her grandmother and her mother, and I grew up living with my grandparents. So I thought it was just a fun way to explore intergenerational sweetness and how we learn from those who are older than us and the things that they hand down to us. So
and be able to keep that memory going.
Absolutely. Sure. And how that's magical.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's
so
super
it's
sweet. Okay, so we have all of this in front of us, which is the making of the cake, which is featured in the book. And let's give it a try. What do we have to do?
Okay, so first of all, the cake is called the 1, 2, 3, 4 cake because it's literally as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this mixer, we have eggs, we have butter, we have a little shortening, which is a little secret ingredient my grandmother adds. I'll go ahead and turn this on.
Okay.
So you're just gonna let that go for a little bit. You wanna pour in the sugar.
Okay, and this is just brown sugar?
This is actually raw sugar.
Oh.
You can use any kind of sugar you like, but anytime I'm using baking, I prefer raw sugar.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lori.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Always.
That's plenty.
Okay.
Now, one of the little secrets I'll tell you about the sugar that my grandmother told me is you never measure it exactly. So you always put a little extra, is what my grandmother make it a little extra sweet.
I love your grandma.
No complaints, right?
Right,
okay.
exactly.
And then the next thing is flour. And here, I'm gonna lower this so we don't make a huge mess.
Okay.
Now, the way my grandmother does it is flour first, then you actually are gonna mix that up a little bit. Thank you. A little faster. Perfect. Oh.
But that's the magic dust.
Yes, that's the magic dust. And then you do milk.
Okay.
Let's slow it down just a pinch. And then you go back and forth until all of your dry and your wet ingredients are in.
Okay.
So it kind of folds together.
You alternate, yep, just like that. And again, I have this all done, but I wanted you all to be able to see when you're duplicating it at home, how you can go back and forth, and you just bring that together on low.
Okay.
That's simple. Once it's done, you can use, now I used a bundt pan because I like how pretty they are at
so
top.
pretty.
But you can use like 3 like thin cake pans.
Okay.
But this is the cake, and I've already sliced you a piece, so you get to taste test it.
Yay.
I have grown up eating this cake, so I know exactly what it tastes like.
Oh, it's nice and warm too.
It is warm, fresh out the oven.
Okay, we're gonna give it a try. Oh. That is delicious.
And you know, the thing I love about it is you can use all different kinds of extract. This one uses lemon, but you can also do vanilla or almond. You can play with the flavor, and it really comes through.
It's so light and lovely, because I know a lot of times people think, ooh, lemon, too much. It's not, it's just a hint.
Yes.
It is so beautiful.
It's
perfect.
I love it. Yep.
J.Elle, let's talk about the event that you have coming up in October. I know that's really near and dear to your heart. Of course, you're from here. You went to UT. You're an educator background. So New York Times bestseller. I mean, all of these things are happening, and the push is really to just keep young kids reading.
Absolutely. Like, that's the entire goal. I love doing author events in particular. I was just traveling around the country last week, actually, and I got to visit with kids in St. Louis and in Memphis and all over, really getting an opportunity to talk to them about why books are amazing. And screens are fun, right? But books and
Books are better.
Exactly. The book is always better. And so I get to do that again at this Tween Reads event in October, where I'll get to talk to hundreds of kids and get them reading. I'm super excited.
And that's happening on October 8th at J. Frank Dobie High School in Pasadena ISD. And folks can just register, or do they need to show up?
You can certainly register, but my understanding is there's plenty of space.
Okay.
So you don't have to plan ahead too far.
I love that. It is so great to catch up with you. Thanks for the sweet treat. And also the book, we do want to mention that The Taste of Magic is available everywhere books are sold. And also to connect with J.Elle, swing by the Scene On section of our website, HoustonLife.tv. J.Elle, thanks again.
Thank you.